guys, it's Izzy the Event here, and you guys are probably wondering why I changed my storyline. As you can kind of tell, it was a bit different, but I was really struggling to come up with ideas with my last storyline, so I decided to change it up, and I really hope you enjoy this storyline. And here's my riding story. So it all started off when I was riding just a little pony in a rider school. As you can see, I was riding in a dress and I literally didn't have any equipment. I wasn't even riding with a helmet, which I do not recommend as it's really unsafe. And then I started getting lessons, so I started to ride more, and this was a pony named Dash. And he was really nice, and after 2 lessons I actually started to learn him. And here was my first ever canter, and it was not the best as I was wiggling all over the place and I'm kind of embarrassed by it. And this was when I was kind of wanted to try a different horse, and I ended up riding my mum's horse, and this is Carrots, and he was really nice, but he was a bit big, so it was a lot harder to ride, but I still rode him. As you can see, I cannot sit his drop. And here is me doing a tiny little canter on him, and I was so nervous. I was literally holding on to the saddle for dear life. And here's my first time doing canter pulls, and I was so nervous, and this was so big for me at the time, but now it's not really. I did that for a few more weeks, and then I started to jump. And yes, I was riding on sand, as I used to live at Fort Pinter, and that's the only facility we had. And more jumping. Yes, I started to love jumping, even though I was not the best at it. And here's my first ever jump on Dash, and it was actually quite good. It was a cross-country fence, and this is where my love for cross-country started. And here's me going over a different jump, and I wasn't even really in canter, which was a very silly idea. And coming back over it, and I started to improve my jumping more and more, and then I decided to move stables as my other one didn't really have as much, like after doing those jumps there wasn't really anything else to do. And yeah, and this was my first time actually riding in a arena. And also you're probably wondering why I'm riding tackless. It was because I started to outgrow Dash, and I could barely sit in his saddle. So I decided to just keep riding tackless with him, as I was getting a bit big for him, and I was on the look for a new pony. And by the way, I was actually owning Dash here, but I ended up selling him, as you will see. And here's my first ever jump in an arena, and I was so happy, and it was also really tiny, but you know. And then I started to jump higher and build up my confidence. And yeah, I was really pleased when I jumped that big, because that was like the height, like that was massive for me at the time, but now looking back it was really actually small. And here's me jumping and this was my brand new horse at the time. His name was Champion, and he was really big for me, and it was really different riding him, but he gave me a lot of confidence with jumping, and he could also take me to the bigger fences, which was really good and what I needed. Also, Champion is a very good horse, and he was 10 here, so he knows his stuff, and it was really helpful for me, as to be honest I barely knew anything. I was still getting lessons, but I was also not the best at riding. And here's a massive jump, which I was really not ready for, but I jumped it anyway. And here's some more videos of me jumping. As you can see, I really enjoyed jumping, and I really wanted to continue it. So here was my first ever, what is it called, jumping show. It ranged to 1.10 m, and you can see he was really excited and gave me this massive book that I literally fell off on. We hadn't even done the first jump yet, and I was already close to falling off. I remember him being so well behaved, and he was just such a good horse. And also I just wanted to say this was the jump off, that's why I am galloping round. And I was so upset because he actually refused that fence, and if I had actually made it, apparently we would have won. So we actually came second as we had 4 faults for that refusal. And this was my first time doing cross country. As you can see, I was not the best at it, but he was really quick, so we definitely got very high with stamina, but maybe not with the actual obstacles, as he was terrified of going over the bridge, which was not the best, as he was scared of a lot of the obstacles, but over time he started to actually be able to jump them without spooking. I started to gain a lot of confidence on him with doing cross country, so then we started to do more events. And then, can you actually guess what happened? He went lame. So that's when this horse comes in, which you will see in a minute. This is Bluey. Bluey is a pony, my horse that I am learning currently. I'm hoping to be able to start maybe own him soon, but I'm not sure, as I already have Champion. But he is really good, and I'm just riding him currently. I'm kind of bringing him along in training, but also just riding him as I do need a horse to ride whilst Champion's lame, as he will be lame for another like 6 months, something like that, which is really annoying because I was hoping to start jumping higher courses and do more eventing, but luckily I found Bluey and I'll be able to do some competitions on him. And currently we're just trying to work on him getting into fences. So I just want to say a massive thank you for watching this video, and I really hope that you enjoy this new storyline and leave some ideas below of what I should do in the future, as I kind of want to hear what videos you want. So bye!